Okay, so I've been home for a couple of days since the last trip, and I'm ready for the next one. So I'm heading to Killarney tomorrow, which is Sunday, May 1st, to go for some trophy pike. It's the pike and walleye opener in zone 14, which is Georgian Bay. So the timing is perfect. I was thinking of going the following day, because it's going to be fairly rainy tomorrow, but I'm just going to suck it up and get in there. So I'm just going to record this little intro now, since tomorrow is going to be pretty fast-paced. So as for the route, I am heading on the bay side of Killarney. So you go down Chickanishing River, and last year I took the north side of the island, which is Collins Inlet, and there's Mill Lake there, and caught the biggest pike of my life. So that's what's really drawing me back there. I really want to have another crack at another fish like that. That one was 42, 43 inches. But this time I really want to go around the south side of the island and circumnavigate it, which is about 40 kilometers of distance, and with all the fishing and whatnot, and given that I'm not traveling in a perfectly linear route, that'll be more like probably 60 kilometers, but that's fine. That's a 6-day trip, so no big deal there. It does depend on the weather and the wind, especially. It's Georgian Bay, so just given the nature of it, it can be pretty volatile, especially for a solo canoeist, and especially in early spring when the water is quite frigid. So I'm hoping it works out. Right now the wind is actually forecasted to keep me leeward the whole time if I want to do that, so that could work out beautifully, but we'll see. Worst case, I'll stay on the north side on Collins Inlet, and I mean that's where I caught the pike last year anyway, so that wouldn't be a big deal, but I really want to see the archipelago on the south side. One of the downsides of this route is that it is not really backcountry, and there are some cottages and probably some boats, but it's early spring, so there shouldn't be too many people there. To that is that there are no required portages. There are a couple short ones you can do to avoid some potentially very wavy areas, but potentially none. So that'll be nice after the trip I just did, which had a pretty high portage to paddling ratio. No portages also means I don't have to pack too light, so I'm going to bring some luxuries. That includes my sonar, couple cans of gas, normally I just cook on the fire, and a decent pillow. So that will be really nice. Also going to bring a can of chili. Normally I never bring canned goods. It's just obviously a terrible heavy choice. But with this I'm going to bring in some chili and make a big thing of nachos, which is always satisfying in the backcountry. Yeah, fingers crossed for a big pike, and who knows what else in Georgian Bay. So much variety, and definitely always the opportunity for a trophy. So I will check in again tomorrow.